Hi everyone, my name is Max Valdez and I'm reporting live from Lewis Elementary School and Lewis News Team. I'm here today with a special guest, Mr. Marc Milton, head of Downey Unified Food Service Department. It's a pleasure interviewing you today. We have lots of questions for you. Here's question 1. What gave you the desire to be a food service director?
Oh, great question. When I was growing up, going to school, I didn't know that I wanted to be in the food business. I certainly didn't think about being in the food business for school districts. But I started working in restaurants when I was pretty young in high school, and kind of continued through college and working in restaurants and kind of developed a passion for food, and went and got a bachelor's degree in hotel and restaurant management because I really liked the restaurant business, and so I sort of wanted to make that my career. Then after a number of years in the restaurant business, I got married and had a couple kids, and if anybody knows anything about the restaurant business, the schedule is pretty tough. Lots of nights and weekends and holidays, and as a dad, I wanted to be around my kids during those times, so I was trying to figure out what I could do in the food business that would let me be around my kids more. And my aunt, actually, who's also my godmother, worked here in Downey in the food service department, and she was here for like 28 years. And so she said, you should really check out school food and see if that'd be something that interests you, because there was lots of new rules coming out, and a lot of business people were getting into schools in the food service departments. So I looked into it, and it took me a few years, but something that I really enjoyed. Working with kids and helping keep kids nourished and ready to learn was something that I was, as a young father, was very passionate about. Wanting my kids to be raised healthy and be properly fed, and so they can do their best in school. And so that's kind of what got me into the business, and I was able to land a job about 9 years ago now, and I've been here in Downey for about the past 4 years.
Thank you for that response. It was very good. Next question, how does it feel to have responsibilities over the district's food services?
Well, it's an awesome responsibility. There's a lot of things to kind of take into consideration, to think about, when we talk about the food that we're going to be serving you all at all the schools. Kids nowadays are more sophisticated than ever when it comes down to what you like and what you don't like. You all like good food, and that's great. So it's really pushed us to try to do better. So it's a huge responsibility. I have a wonderful team behind me that are able to go out and work in the schools every day and make sure that we're listening to the things that you all have to say about the food, so that we can try to put the best food out there for you. Because again, our goal is to make sure that you're well fed, so you're ready to learn. That's the most important thing. That's why you're here at school. So our job is to try to help that as best we can. So it's an awesome responsibility. It's a true privilege to be able to come and work for the 22,000 kiddos that come here every day. Whether they're our TK in kindergartners or little guys and gals, or if it's even all the way up to our high schools or even our adult learners. We want to be able to try to make sure that we're servicing everybody. So it's a wonderful privilege. Thankfully we have a wonderful team, a great team that is all here for the same reason, which is really to try to make sure that kids are well fed.
Very awesome. I researched that we have a partnership with Pizza Hut, and how did we get that?
Sure. Well, so you like pizza? Yeah. Right. One of your favorites? My son, he's just in 6th grade, so a little bit older, but his favorite food is either burgers or pizza, right? And there's a lot of kids that like pizza. So, we can get pizza in, but there's, a slice of pizza that's been made fresh that day, and delivered hot, like you kind of get at home on the weekends or at night, is something that we wanted to be able to bring into the schools. And so a lot of different pizza companies, so whether it's, we had Domino's before, we now have Pizza Hut, but also like Papa John's, they all have pizza that are specially made for schools, because we have different rules about what kind of foods we can serve. So the pizza that you're getting through school for Pizza Hut is made by Pizza Hut, and it's Pizza Hut pizza, but it's a little bit different than the pizza that you would get at home. if you were to order Pizza Hut for like delivery. So we really bring it in to try to provide like a special treat, so we can bring it into elementary schools. Like once a month, it's offered every day at the secondary schools, again, because kids love pizza, but it's formulated a little bit different with whole grain crust. It has reduced fat cheese, turkey pepperoni, less sodium than the things, which is salt. And those are the things that you usually get on your normal pizza. So it might taste a little bit different, but still pretty darn good.
Thank you, sir. Do you have a favorite food that you would like that you cook on a daily basis?
I don't get to cook as often as I'd like, but I like cooking all kinds of foods. So probably my favorite dishes to cook are things like I love making steaks is one of my favorites on the grill. Anything on the grill, burgers on the grill, those kinds of things. So anything barbecuing I really enjoy, but also doing like different kinds of fish dishes. So doing whether it be fish tacos or doing like a fillet of fish with some rice and some vegetables or those kinds of things. So I like to cook a lot of different things, but those are probably some of my favorites.
Now for our final question. How do you feel your job impacts schools and all students? Yeah.
Well, I think, we're fortunate in food service because it's the one thing that everybody can agree on that we need, right? Everyone needs to eat. Yeah, we need sleep, we need shelter, right? Protection, we need water, air, food. So it's one of the very basic things that I think everybody needs. So for me, it's sort of like a common thread, right? It's something that we all can understand, that every human being understands. So I think that's one of the things that can bring people together. So one of the things I like about the food business is sort of that communal, getting to sit down with your friends and laugh and tell stories and hopefully have a good time over a good meal. I think that brings people together. And again, from my perspective and being able to work with kids, I think it's an awesome experience to give you a break in the middle of the day, right? You can come in before school, get something to eat, have a break in the middle of your day to get some food, get refueled, ready for that afternoon session, right? Hang out with your friends a little bit, unwind, get the wiggles out, right? And hopefully get some good food so you're, again, ready to learn. And that's really what it's all about. We don't want to get you hangry, right? That's not good. Being hungry and angry at the same time, not a good thing. So we want to make sure that we got those full bellies and you're ready to go.
Thank you. Well, that's a wrap, everybody. Thank you so much for your time. Goodbye and good day from Lewis News Team.